We'll talk about the national interest of Malaysia in detail. So you will understand that what are their national interests, and then you can analyze things in your own perspective. To achieve this objective, a requirement for comprehensive strategy has been formulated as the underlying principles of the national defense. The overriding principle of this strategy is self-reliance. So they believe that you have to, achieve self-reliance in your economy, in your politics, in your foreign policy, in your military might. The prerequisite for which is total commitment from all sectors. So this is what they believe, that they want commitment from all sectors of their military defense establishment, so they can come up with a very sound strategy to protect their national interest. Malaysia also renounces the use of threat and application of force as a means of settling international conflict, and advocates and practice the peaceful resolution of disputes. So this is what Malaysia's cornerstone is, their foreign policy's cornerstone is. So they never interfere in any aggressive operations around the globe, but they always advocate and try to resolve issues through mediation, through negotiation, and other items. The national defense policy illustrates this through the adoption of a self-defense strategy based on a bilateral and multilateral defense diplomacy achieved through regional and international cooperation. So this is what the Malaysians are doing. They are in close collaboration with the Japanese, with the Americans, and at regional and global level, and they are also closely collaborating with the Chinese as well. So with this collaboration, Malaysia is not only protecting their interest at the regional level, but they are also protecting the international, you can say, interest in the region and beyond through the protection of crucial maritime choke points and others. In line with the philosophy of Malaysia fully support the efforts of United Nations. And United Nations, Malaysia plays a very, very active role in there, just for the preserving universal peace and security. As a member of the international community, Malaysia has a moral responsibility and duty to ensure a just social and economic world order. So this is how they contribute in the international system as well. So if you analyze in a nutshell, so there are fundamental principles, 5 principles of the Malaysian defense strategy. First, self-reliance, total defense. So this is what they believe. They want to protect their interest in the region and beyond. Secondly, commitment towards the 5 power defense arrangements with the ASEAN countries in the region and beyond. Support for the United Nations efforts towards universal peace. So this is what they have been doing, and they are supporting the US efforts in peace in Africa, in South Asia, in other countries, other parts of the world. Counterterrorism, because terrorism has been a global phenomenon, and Malaysia has been a very active member of the global alliance against terrorism. So they are against terrorism and extremism, whether it's Al-Qaeda, ISIS, or any other terrorist group. Malaysia has always supported the global efforts for counterterrorism and extremism. And of course, defense diplomacy. With defense diplomacy, they are in close ties with the United States of America. They are in close ties with the Japanese, and of course, they are also in close relationship with the Russians and the Chinese, even despite the fact they have got issues over the South China Sea. Let's now quickly analyze what are the Malaysian core interest areas and how they are protecting these things. So they have got core areas of interest. Their core areas of interest are 2 types, for example. They are divided in 2 parts. One is offshore economic interest. Their maritime interest in the region and beyond, in South China Sea, and their exclusive economic zone area. And then second is the strategic waterways and airspace. So they also want to protect their strategic waterways like the choke points, Strait of Malacca, and others. Plus, they also want to respect their airspace to be respected by the Chinese or any other country, so it does not violate their airspace. So this is what their core interest areas are. 1, offshore economic interest, and 2nd, strategic waterways and airspace. So the core areas encompass Malaysia's landmass of Peninsular Malaysia and Sabah and Sarawak region. So there are 3 main areas which are their core you can say areas of interest. First is Peninsular